This week, we're exploring the Canadian Rockies, and yes, of course, we'll be visiting Banff. But our goal is to show you what you can do while RVing this area of Canada besides visiting the very popular and very crowded Banff National Park. If you're new, we're Victoria and Craig, and we've been traveling full-time in our RV for the last 3 years with our 2 border collies. And this summer, we're going on an epic adventure through Canada and Alaska, and we hope that you'll hit that subscribe button to join us. Our first stop here in Canada is at Radium Hot Springs. It's about an hour and a half west of Banff, and it's actually right on the way to Banff if you cross using the Highway 95 border crossing. As you can probably guess from the name, this town is famous for its hot springs. The hot springs are actually located in Kootenay National Park, and while they weren't the most amazing or fanciest hot springs facilities we've been to, they were enjoyable, and the drive through Kootenay was really beautiful. Plus, if you come here, make sure you go up to the little town and visit the Screamers Ice Cream Cafe. It's a really cool old school diner cafe vibes, and get the maple canoe ice cream. It was really yummy. Kootenay seems to be one of the lesser known national parks in the areas, but I wish we were staying here a few more days because I was checking out all trails, and there are some really pretty waterfall hikes and just lots of pretty hikes in the area. And I am sure that because it's lesser known, there's going to be a lot less people on the trails. So I think it would be an awesome spot to stay for a few days. But as for us, we are headed off to our next campground, which is near Banff and also near this scary hike that I've had saved on my Google Maps for like ever, and we're gonna be doing that later in this video, and I'm pretty excited about it.
So we just left, we're on our way to our next spot. However, there's an 11% grade that we either gotta go up or down. I imagine if we go up, we'll have a steep down at some point, but should be fine. I have a lot of faith in the truck. What I just realized though, because we just went up a little steep thing, we just filled up all our water, and I bet we just leaked out like 3 gallons worth.
You know what steep grades always mean to me? Good views. Anytime there's steep grades, there's good views, and I'm looking forward to it today. We gotta go I think we might be going through Kootenay National Park to get over towards Banff, so it should be a great drive. 4.5 meters in the middle, I guess. Here we go. That's kind of a cool tunnel.
Hey. It looks really tall though.
Yeah, it does. I think we're fine. I mean, we're definitely under 4.5 meters.
Yeah,
so
I'm not too worried about that.
So another thing you definitely want to know before coming into Canada is how tall your rig is in meters. So ours should be just under 4.1 meters. So we're kind of just looking for 4.1 and above. Anything below that, and might be getting a little too close for comfort. So 4.5 is definitely fine.
Also, there's bighorn sheep here.
Yes, that's what Radium is known for.
Yeah, there's like a herd of over 1,000 of them, and that their horns can weigh up to 30 pounds, and the size of the horns determine, I think, their rank or something inside the herd or something, or age or something. It's something, I can't remember. I just read it somewhere. That's why I don't remember. But yeah, fun fact.
So if you stay here for more than a day and wander around the village, apparently sometimes you just see them out in the village. But be very careful, don't hit them. Their numbers have been dwindling because unfortunately they've been getting hit by cars, which is really sad. So
now look at these mountains.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Look at these.
That's too much snow.
Whoa, this is beautiful. Oh, and there's a little river over there. We decided to go ahead and purchase Canada's Discovery National Park Pass, which is like our America the Beautiful Pass. One pass gets you into all the national parks for an entire year. It's basically worth it as long as you're going to go to at least go into a national park at least 7 times, because otherwise you're paying every single day. Today we're not really like visiting Kootenay National Park, but we're driving through it. It knocks off some time and we get these amazing views. So worth it, definitely. And the sun's coming out.
We'll see, as long as we don't wreck, then it's not worth it.
Why would we wreck? Hopefully we don't hit a sheep.
I don't know.
It's a cool viewpoint though. It would kind of fit.
Would it block the entire thing?
Well, hope you guys enjoy your brief viewpoint. because somebody doesn't want to take up the whole parking lot.
Oh.
So
sorry.
Pleasant and polite he is.
That's right. Polite Craig.
Polite Craig. But these views are pretty cool. I mean, you can't see them all because it's covered in clouds. But, you know. All right, most of the little turnoffs through Kootenay National Park were like not big enough to accommodate us parking with the RV, but if we had just been here for the day, there were some beautiful stops. The river that you follow, just the clearest, most blue water. It was so gorgeous. Definitely a place to explore if you've got a little bit of time.
So we just got to our next spot. It's actually sunny. There's a lot of clouds in the sky here and everything, which is kind of interesting since we left that other place, which was about a 2-hour drive, right? 2 hours? I think we went through every weather that there has ever been, and it was literally sunny. Next 10 minutes it'd be like a blizzard. It's snowing, and it had sleet coming down, and then like 10 minutes later it'd be sunny again. So it was insane. It was so crazy. It
was a little bit of a challenge getting level here. We had to roll up on some blocks, which looks like we rolled a little forward, but we're level, so we're good. We're dry camping at this ranch, not really like such like camp spots. It's kind of just like a field with some designated areas. So we picked this area and we've got some friends. Hopefully we saved them enough room here behind us to pull in.
Hopefully we're allowed to be right here also.
I know. The guy was dealing with some horse emergencies and he was like, just go up the road and on the right, there's a meadow. This looks like a meadow, and with picnic tables. So I think we picked a good spot. And now we just wait for our friends to get here. Come on, hurry up. Taking too long. Our friends are coming. Let's see how bad it looks when they go over this bump so that we know how bad it looked when we came over the bump. You think they're worried?
I don't know.
Now let's see. This one's fine. It did look like, I don't know, kind of close. I'm a little worried going down it. Obviously, this is fine. But how close are they going to get? How close are they going to get?
That's what ours does.
Yeah.
It can't be good for everything inside it.
It never is.
I like watching other vehicles because now I know what mine looks like.
Hopefully they can get level. We're videoing them. They're videoing us.
Look at these cringy people videoing themselves.
Gosh. Okay. Our friends have finally arrived. And by finally, I mean finally, because it only took them all day to get here.
We only had 300 miles to go and somehow.
I know. It wasn't even that long. Kaylin and Joseph with Open Roading. You guys already know them. We're going to Alaska with them. You already know that too. I'm pretty sure. If you didn't, now you do. Go follow them at Open Roading, and it's going to be an epic summer.
We have so much fun.
The adventures are already starting. We're here in Banff. And look at the sunset happening almost back here. The sunset's behind the RV. There we go. There it is.
Morning, guys. We're making pancakes, but we got a big adventure to plan today, and we're getting breakfast. We're doing a little bit of work, and then we're gonna get ready and go to this adventure, and we're gonna take you guys with us. And I'm kind of excited. I'm a little worried it could be cold. It's cold in Canada. You know, being from Florida, I always assumed Canada was just always cold, and I was right. So there's that, but let's get these pancakes done. Oh yeah, Chef Boyardee Craig. So before we go out on our adventure, and which our adventure is the Icefields Parkway here in Canada, I wanted to give you an update on our brakes that we installed through eTrailer, our sponsor. We have now traveled from through Idaho into Canada, a couple places in Canada, and I am super happy with these brakes. They have been phenomenal. The amount of stopping power you get over drum brakes with the disc brakes is it's night and day difference. I highly recommend you check them out, especially if you're looking into getting new brakes or upgrading to disc brakes. We'll put a link to the D-Max disc brakes that we got in the description, or you can scan the QR code somewhere. It'll be on the screen, but you can scan that with your phone. That way you ain't even got to get up from the couch.
That was a little too much.
Hey, do you put peanut butter on your pancakes? I wonder if anybody else does that.
I don't usually.
I like them. I don't put butter on them, but I'll put some good old peanut butter.
Some tips if you're going to be coming to Banff in early summer: bring layers. The weather gets crazy. It's all of the things all in within a matter of like an hour. So lightweight, water resistant jacket, heavyweight, rainproof jacket, scarf, hat. Don't forget the gloves. You don't want your fingers getting chilly. And Craig's got his stuff, put it in the backpack. I think we're almost ready to go. We're heading up the Icefields Parkway, which is gonna be even colder than it is here. We've never done something like this excursion we're about to do, so I'm pretty excited. So the Icefields Parkway is a road that stretches from Banff all the way up to Jasper. It's about 232 kilometers long, which is about 144 miles. And it's also home to the Columbia Icefield, which is the largest ice field in the Rockies. It's an ice field that spans like 89 square miles, which is pretty crazy. We're from Florida, so ice fields are something totally unreal to us.
The biggest ones I saw was when I hiked Mount Shasta.
Yeah. I would like to correct myself. I did read online that it was 89 square miles, the Columbia Icefield, but I also read several other places that said like 125 or even bigger. So I'm not sure how big the Columbia Icefield is, but it's big enough because it is the largest in the Rockies, in all of North America.
So the plan is that we're going to drive to Athabasca, however you say it, to go to a giant glacier, right? You already know this. However, there's a big snow bus thing that we're gonna get on, and it's gonna take us onto the glacier. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm very curious to see how this thing works. It's got some big old wheels. I don't know, it's weird. I've never seen nothing like it before. And also along the way, whether it's on the way there or on the way back, depending on weather and time and everything else, we also plan on stopping at different scenic places. Supposed to be one of the most scenic drives in all of Canada. So we definitely got to go check out some of that.
Officially on the Icefields Parkway.
What's the same?
Still beautiful.
There's at least sun coming out now. That's nice.
Yeah. So our first stop is Bow Lake, and it's mostly still frozen. I have never seen this big of like a frozen lake. You can see it's melting a little bit. I'm gonna show you here in a second, but this is crazy. What are you doing? Get over here. You just fall through and your feet are gonna be wet. Really, actually in my head, I was like, you might just fall through into like, and go bye-bye.
Probably only like a few inches deep.
Yeah, probably only a few inches deep right there.
You can see it's a little clearer right there.
Yeah. Just waiting for his whole foot to fall through.
Too risky. This is pretty cool. It's like, I don't know, like a picture or something. It's kind of unrealistic seeming.
All right, our next stop is Peyto Lake. It looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of hiking on some ice. Might have should have brought we did bring our crampons. We just left them in the truck, which is 50 feet behind us, but we're braving it. Everybody else in front of us is too. If we go down, they're all going down. Ooh. How cool. Look how blue that is. See, I was kind of hoping it wasn't frozen so that it would all look like that, but
it's pretty crazy looking.
Wow.
I wonder if it's extremely deep.
I think it's because it's all like glacier water.
So we're heading to Saskatchewan River Crossing. I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure, but they should have snacks.
See, I told you all this weather, unpredictable here. Start pouring on us. I don't know if it's cold out. It's not actually that cold out, but it was pouring, so I'm putting on my more waterproof jacket to go get our snacks. Now, this Saskatchewan River crossing area is historically significant because, well, first the indigenous people have used it for centuries for trade, and then when the Europeans came, the fur trade was really popular in this area, so it was just like this crossing point where a lot of trade and stuff was going on. And now it is basically the only place along the entire Icefields Parkway that we know of to get fuel. So it's still important to this day. You full?
I am.
Ready to go drink some glacier water?
Ready to take a nap. Go.
Oh my gosh! There's a goat!
Where's it going?
I don't know.
Up the hill? Oh,
Yeah, you did. He about ran out in front of both of our cars.
What the world? He looked like a young one though. Like
Yeah, I think he was scared. Poor goat. We're here at the Columbia Icefield Adventure Tour Center parking lot place. This is where we get on our big ol' Ice Explorer tour bus thing to go out on the Athabasca Glacier.
There it is. That's the glacier.
Right there.
You can kind of see people up there. Well, we can. I don't know if the camera can pick them up. Pretty tiny looking.
They are real tiny.
That's where we're going. I want to go to that one. It looks more sketchy.
It does look pretty sketchy.
Looks like a big old avalanche was just waiting to happen. Boarding time. There's a lot of people.
Trying not to let me through.
Sure.
Athabasca Glacier is one of the 6 major glaciers in the Columbia Icefields, and it's one of the most accessible glaciers in the world. You can literally park and walk to the toe of the glacier.
Hello.
Hello! Thank you.
Hello.
Or, of course, you can get on one of these cool ice explorers and get to walk on the glacier like we did. However, it's also melting really fast, at about 5 meters a year. They're expecting that this glacier could be totally gone within the next 80 years. You're on a glacier.
My eyes are being sensitive. It's bright.
Everything's just white.
I know. Oof.
The ride here was pretty cool. We got to go down a like 30+% grade in that Ice Explorer. There's apparently only 23 of those Ice Explorers in the world, and they have like 21 of them here.
I want to go explore a crevasse.
No, I don't want to explore a crevasse at
I want to
all.
throw a rock in one. You know what you do with deep holes? You just throw stuff in them.
They also apparently, what was the other thing called? A mill? Something mill. Are these just like big holes?
From water.
From water.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So that's why if you're going to explore a glacier, you definitely want to go on a tour or with somebody who is experienced. Otherwise, you might fall in a crevasse or a mill, or I don't know what else might be out here.
I do wish we got to go higher up. It looks way cooler up there than here. I feel like we're just getting like barely a taste of it.
Yeah, but it's still a very cool taste.
Yeah, this is awesome, but that looks funner.
It does look cool up there.
So this tour came out to be about $70 a person. There's 2 different ways to do this glacier. You could have done like we did on the bus, or which is not running yet, but it will be, is a Sherpa amphibian type vehicle thing, which is a smaller group, but that will also bring you up here. Well worth it. It's pretty cool. You get this whole glacier. There's a handful of people here right now, but still well worth it.
And now we head to the Sky Bridge.
In 98, his name was Sir Norman Tully. And yes, that is a name that you guys will probably be hearing a lot of today. Down the road, folks, we haven't seen these ladies in a while. Oh, look at those babies.
So after the glacier, they take you to the Skywalk Bridge, which is this crazy bridge that looks like
just hanging over the mountain.
Hanging over the edge, clear glass floor, and it looks kind of terrifying. Hey, look at the size of these bolts.
Wow.
Supposedly this bridge is supposed to be able to hold like 20 of those Ice Explorer buses. So it should be able to hold us. Should be.
How they know?
How do they know? I don't know.
Prove it.
Please wipe feet on that before walking on the glass. It's kind of scary. Wow. This is pretty crazy. Look at this. You can just see, don't you do that. You crazy loon. Where's he going? What the world? These things are insane. Talk about rock climbers. I don't know if the Skywalk Bridge or the mountain goats under the Skywalk Bridge was a better experience, but both were pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the Skywalk Bridge. I didn't know. It was pretty cool. I don't think we've ever done anything like that.
No, and
like a glass bridge this high up. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the views here are spectacular.
Yeah.
It turned into a beautiful day. The sun is out. Couldn't have asked for better. The Icefields Parkway, a really cool place.
Yeah, apparently these mountains are shaped differently. Well, they're differently shaped, which has a lot to do with all the glaciers here, which is interesting.
And how all of Canada used to be covered by a sheet of ice.
All the way down to like Wisconsin.
Yeah, so
Pretty nice.
the landscape here is definitely different, definitely worth seeing. Put it on your bucket list.
Yeah.
We're gonna go find some
eat.
dinner now.
Kind of remind me of stuff. I probably won't forget, but just
So if you come to RV Banff, you probably already know that there's some other national parks around here. You probably don't know how many there are though, because it's not just Jasper, there's also Yoho, there's that Kootenay National Park that we drove through on the way here. But then there are also these conservation areas, like literally on the other side of that fence behind me. This privately owned ranch is right kind of in the middle of the Kanaskas Conservation Area. So this entire area of Canada is just filled with beautiful, protected natural landscapes. And since in this video we're showing you some of the spots that you can go to that are not necessarily the most popular places in Banff, like the Banff Gondola or Lake Louise, or what are some of the other ones?
Taco Bell.
I don't even know if there is a Taco Bell anywhere around here.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Craig doesn't even know what the popular places are. But anyways, we're showing you some of the spots that I honestly found by getting on Google Maps.
Tim Hortons. That's popular. Canada.
Yes, it is. There are some of those. I found all these spots that we're going to today by just getting on Google Maps satellite view and zooming around and just kind of like seeing what was there.
So Victoria lied to you guys and said we were going on a scary hike. Scary hike. We're not. I had been running too much, and I think I have IT band syndrome, I feel like, because my hip hurts real bad and it goes all the way down to my knee, which I think that's IT band syndrome. I don't know what else it'd be. So we're not doing a crazy hike. I gotta let that heal. And there's also, I think, like waist-high snow still. And I don't want to have to buy a whole bunch of stuff to go walk. So we're not doing that. What are we doing?
If you want to try the scary hike, it is Mount Yamnuska. And if you come a little bit later in the year, once some more of the snow has melted, it looks like a really cool hike. There's chains, there's steep drop-offs. We might have to come back and do it. I thought it just looked so cool. But anyways, instead, we're just doing some shorter, less rigorous hikes for Craig and his hip and knee.
I'm old.
He's getting old.
Bad knees, bad hips. What's next?
So if you like little roadside stops with shorter hikes, today is for you. Yes, the other day was also for you because we just drove up the Icefields Parkway. Anyways, first stop is a bunker.
Oh, we're going to a bunker?
We're going to a bunker. Let's go. Park anywhere in the Kanaskas country. Yes, I said it wrong earlier. I'm probably still saying it wrong now, but you do have to have a pass. It's $15 a day. You can buy it from your phone. So we're going to hit all of our little spots that we want to hit in one day, making it worth the day pass, in my opinion. Got to grab our backpack so we have our headlamps in case it's dark in there.
I'm just a pack mule to her.
So the Heart Creek Bunker, that's where we're hiking to, was built by a few brothers, apparently in the Cold War in the 1960s. And they had planned to basically make it nuclear bomb proof, and we're going to put in utilities and a big door and everything. But they ended up abandoning the project. Not sure if they just ran out of money or decided they didn't actually need a bunker after all. And now it's just here, a tunnel basically in the mountain.
They were going to house like bank documents.
Oh yeah, the company, the vault company was like, well, maybe we can make it a bank safe.
Yeah, but I think due to like humidity and different things like that, that it wouldn't work. And so they just abandoned it all.
And they went bankrupt.
Oh yeah,
So,
there's that too.
well, now we get to explore it. Okay, that's kind of scary. It gets dark back there. It's definitely humid in here, it's dripping. The camera can see decently, but
Okay.
I can't actually see. Oh, is this like a room? Why aren't you talking? Do you think there's people in here?
Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it.
If there's somebody hiding in here to scare people, it would be quite terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it keeps going.
So it's a lot bigger than I anticipated, but it's pretty cool. Very wet, and we keep tripping over rocks though, and then there's lots of little puddles you gotta watch out for, but I didn't bring a good enough light.
Definitely bring some kind of light if you're gonna come. Oh, that must be the way we came from.
People here.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we should come back at night.
Oh gosh, no, that'd be terrifying. All right, I was worried that the bunker would be disappointing, but it was actually really cool and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a lot larger than I thought it would be. There was also a couple like offshoots that made you feel like you could potentially get lost, but really you couldn't. You could always see like where the daylight was coming in. But it was pretty cool. Felt like a mine. Like if you've been in any kind of mines, that's what it kind of felt like.
But now we're off to the Canmore engine bridge.
So this is the Canmore engine bridge. We finally made it. It wasn't too bad of a walk. Finding parking was a little tricky, but it's only like a 7-minute walk from where we parked at the park. But we're about to go to it and cross it.
Beautiful, easy to access spot. The river, every body of water here is gorgeous because it's all so clear.
Well, it's also all snow melt, so cold too.
Very cold. Don't think I want to jump in. The weather's getting a little inclement. Craig said we had to hurry and leave because the temperature has dropped
It's coming.
15 degrees, which means it's coming.
It's either about to rain or snow. I don't want either one of them.
Oh, I think it would be much prettier if the sky was blue and you'd be able to see the blue, clear water, but it was still so pretty.
All I know is we've been in Canada for like a week now and it's rained every single day.
Every single day. Literally just got in the truck and
It's raining. I knew what I was talking about. Temperatures got cold. It always smells wet in the air here because it rains all the time. But temperature got cold and now it's raining.
he wasn't wrong, guys.
It'll probably start snowing here soon.
I can admit it. It was good timing. We got back up just in time. Our last stop of the day was meant to be Grassy Lakes, but when we got there, it turns out that the hike down was much steeper and a little bit longer than we thought it was going to be, and with some crazy weather on the horizon and old man Craig's hip issue,
I gotta get that replaced.
we decided to settle for Whitemans Pond, which was right at the parking lot, which was also really pretty, gorgeous blue water. Like I said, every body of water around here is just gorgeous. You really can't go wrong. There is no shortage of beautiful places to see. Now we're headed back to the RV, gonna cook up a little bit of dinner and enjoy the rest of our Saturday. All right, so I think that about wraps up our trip here in the Banff area. We have been staying at Rafter 6 Ranch, by the way, because we could not get reservations anywhere else.
No, it's pretty busy in this area and there's not many places to really choose from. However, this area does, like this specific spot has like a lot of trails and nice mountains right in that spot, so that's pretty cool.
Dry camping, $29 Canadian a night.
It's not so flat though.
No.
It is not so flat here.
There's very few places we could have parked, but we managed to get somewhere. But all of the spots that we went to this week, the hike, the Radium Hot Springs, where we went, it will all go on our Google Maps. So if you are a Wild RV Life community member, check the map if you're going to be in this area. And if you're not a member, you can go to wildrvlife.com/community to learn more. And you know what next week is, right?
We're going to Alaska.
We officially start our trek north.
Finally.
Well, I guess we're already pretty north. Further north to Alaska.
I've been Canadian for over a week now, I think. And we ain't even made it to Alaska.
So be sure to hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss this journey, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.